Shalom Israel. Before I start, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baharaka Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel, who rule and teach well, to the Akims and the Iwas and Byways and those pushing videos in truth and sincerity, to the brothers and sisters in the truth. And this is just a quick little lesson I wanted to do. Now we can see what's happening around the world, all the floods that's happening in certain countries, the uprising that's happening. These things are spoken about in the scriptures, which letting us know that we ain't really got much time left. Our people in the world believe that time will go forever. They've got that Esau spirit. Let me quickly try to find this. They've got that Esau spirit where they think that this kingdom will never come to an end. But we can see from what's happening around us that we're almost out of there. This is Psalms 49:11. It says, "Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names." But the point is, they believe that this kingdom is going to continue forever. That's the spirit that our people are in. That Esau spirit where what you see around us is going to continue and continue. This is why they don't feel there's any need for them to repent. But this is 2 Esdras 9:1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." And we can see that the Most High is visiting. And how is he visiting? "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." And this is what we're telling our people. Look at what's happening around you. Check out the signs. This era is coming to an end, and there's going to be a translation of kingdoms. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it to follow. So we can see that time's running out, and we're trying to warn our people to look. Wake up, man, before that time catches you out. This is 2 Esdras 2. Salakia. 2 Esdras 2. It was verse 12. Lucky, I'm just trying to find this verse here. And time is against me. All right, let me quickly, give me a second. Whilst I'll come to here first. This is Psalms. It's going to be 119. Psalms 119. There we go. 2 Esdras 2. No, it's not 2 Esdras 2. No wonder I'm not finding it. Slakia is 2 Esdras 14. I want. Esdras 14. My bad. 2 Esdras 14 and 14. It says, I don't want to start at 14. I'm going to start up at 10. 2 Esdras 14 and 10. It says, "For the world has lost its youth, and the times begin to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already, and half of a 10 part." So we can see from what we're reading here is that the world divided into 12 parts, and says 10 parts have gone already, and half of a 10 part. So we're literally at the end of this kingdom. The scriptures is telling you where we are, and how we knowing that we're at the end through the signs that the Most High is showing us. Through the earthquakes, through the uproars. It says, "And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. And this is what we're saying, man. Time's running out. You ain't got the time that you actually think you have. You know, this is the time where we should be setting our house in order, meaning getting ourselves right with the Most High, you know, not buying that new sofa or getting that new 50-inch TV. That's not setting your house in order. Yeah. Setting your house in order, like I said, is us getting ourselves right with the Most High, keeping them laws to the best of your ability, having faith in the Most High that is going to provide and do for you as he says. This is how we set ourselves in order. It says, and renounce corruption. Yeah, our people are corrupt as hell, man. Like, we just revel in wickedness. It says, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. And that burden that we tend to laden ourselves with is the cares of the world. You know, can I get this job to earn X amount of money? You know, we think that doing well means to have loads of wealth. No, doing well is you being rich in faith. Try to find that. Quick names. Yeah. Doing well means you're rich in faith, man. This is James chapter 2. Yeah, James chapter 2 and 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, has not the Most High chosen the poor of this world rich in faith? You hear that? And heirs of the kingdom which he has promised to them that love him. So we're meant to be seeking riches in the kingdom to come. Yeah, that's where we're meant to be seeking our riches, but we're seeking riches in this world, and we think, you know, we have all the time in the world to do that. No, we should be seeking what's to come. In that kingdom to come, we've got all the time to do whatever we want. But with the things that's happening today, we can see that the time's running out on this side of the fence. And we're trying to warn our people to wake up and get themselves right, man. So this is 2 Esdras 14 and 14 again says, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. That means you have to make haste, man. You have to be quick. Salakia, Israel. Salakia, one sec. Yes, Salakia, Israel. Just had a little hiccup there. Yeah, so I'll read that again. And 2 Esdras 14 and 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Car, this world is coming to an end, man. You know, this kingdom is coming to an end, and we can see that through the prophecies, which the scriptures lets us know is faithful and true. And we can see that they're faithful and true because they're bearing witness. They're coming to pass. Now this is Psalms 19, it's like 119 and 59. It says, I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies. This is what we need to be doing now. Thinking on our ways. How can we get ourselves right with the Most High? You know, putting our faith and trust in him, relying on him to do for us what is needed. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. This is what we need to be doing now. Making haste. Now, this word haste. Let's see what that says.
Strong's H2363. Whoosh. Whoosh.
Says to haste, make haste, hurry. And to show haste, act quickly. Yeah, this is what we need to be doing, man. Acting quickly because time is against us, man. Hasten, come quickly. Yeah. This is what we should be doing because time's running out. But like I said, this ain't nothing long. Time's running out and our people seems to be dragging their foot. And if you don't use the time that you've got wisely, which is to turn to the Most High, you're going to be caught short, man. And that's what we don't want. But, I'm going to leave it there, man. Hopefully someone could be edified from this and actually make that haste that's needed. But with that, I'm going to close out. When we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baharakah Kadash, Kwam Yasha'Allah.